Hi, thank you everybody for coming and joining us again for our second episode of Estate Planning, chatting with our lovely guest today, Miriam. I'm Amber, I'm the registered nurse at the firm and I help with the life planning, and this is Alicia.
Yep, and I'm the lawyer. Nice to meet you.
So today we're chatting with our lovely former client, Miriam. So Miriam, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
So we just figured you'd give us a bit of a backstory, like who are you, what do you do for work, and most importantly, how old are you?
So I'm Miriam. I'm also a registered nurse. I actually work in the same place where Amber worked. And I'm 29.
29. So you haven't quite got our youngest client status yet, but you did at one point hold that record. So do you, give us a backstory. Do you have children? Do you have a partner?
So I have an 8-year-old daughter. I currently do have a partner too, but we're not married yet.
So a lot of people seem to think that if they're not married, they don't necessarily need an estate plan. So what was your motivation with getting your documents in order?
Honestly, it's for my daughter. She is mainly the reason why I got it. Everything is for her. Like every plan or whatever I'm thinking for the future is for her. That's why I was like down to get it.
Very good idea. And when you first met with us, how did you feel the process went? Was there anything that you found shocking or something that was new to you that you think that our audience should know about?
Honestly, it was nerve-wracking at first. Like, I have no idea what this is. This is my first time getting it. Like, coming from a country where, like, legal stuff is, like, not really encouraged to get, this is, like, the first time I'm getting a view of what's in store for the future, just in case something bad happens. And I don't, as me, I'm not a married person. I don't have anyone to rely on just in case something happens to me, especially with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing that I have like a plan.
100%.
Yeah.
And where is your home country?
So my home country is in the Philippines. Mabuhay.
So when did you move to Canada?
I moved to Canada late of November 2022. I had no idea about this place. I was just checking the books, asking my mom, what is this place? What is this winter wonderland? I have no idea. And then I got into work and, well, I met Amber.
Yeah, it's true. We used to work together. Part of my background in nursing, I used to work in the NICU. I guess a lot of our viewers don't necessarily know that, but that's my history.
Yeah, and Amber and I clicked right away. I don't know what that means. But yeah, we're good friends. Anyway, she told me about the plan and that I have a daughter and this is usually what parents do. And I mean, for the future, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's best that I have a plan for my daughter, especially if I don't have a life partner.
It's true. And one thing with us all being so young, I remember we talked about just even life insurances and jobs, because it was back when I was working with you. One thing I learned as I was getting through my estate planning myself is that my life insurance I have through work does not follow me if I leave. And then I left that job. So now technically I didn't have life insurance. And I remember you already told me you had one outside of work. So although like you were a bit ahead of the game for some things, we just kind of worked together to put it all on paper and make a bit more sense, because it's very important. Like the life insurance, it becomes so much more expensive as we get older, and that's one thing you taught me, which I thought was really cool. Yeah. So tell us a bit more about what happened, because you moved to Canada and you had a bit of experience with the legal industry there. So what did you learn as you were doing your immigration stuff?
So they had a lot of questions. Did you work in the government? Do you have properties and everything? I do have a property in the Philippines. So it's actually my family home. So they named it after me. That's the thing. We don't usually do that. They usually say, oh, put it in the will, put it in the will. There is no will. There is no will to name that house for me. So they name it right away for me. Now I'm paying taxes for it.
So how do you pass that on to your child over there?
That's the thing. There's no such thing. I have no idea how to do it there. but here in Canada, I do because of you guys.
So was when we told you about a will, was that the first time you'd heard about it?
Yes.
Wow. And what about power of attorney?
I have no idea what that is, honestly, until she spoke to it about.
Like, so, do you have powers of attorney? And she said, nope. I said, okay, we'll do it all. Don't worry. It's true.
And you're not alone. A lot of people don't know about this, but especially, like you said, if you have children, it's something to think about. So really glad that you came to us as quickly as you did. Another thing that we were especially impressed with is how quickly you started with this process. Like you said, you were a little bit overwhelmed with all of the information, but you at least jumped into learning about it. A lot of people think that they have their whole life to do this. Maybe it's something that they put off, but that wasn't the case for you. So great job.
Yeah, you signed it and you forgot about it, didn't you?
Somewhere tucked away.
That's true. Then it's like the ongoing conversation. Like if you need to make small changes, any updates, it's just literally a text. And then we figure out, does this make sense? Okay,
Yeah.
if so, let's redirect it or let's figure it out. But
And for people like you are young and your daughter is young, so you most likely will have updates. But it's really good that you have this first document in place. So.
because how old is she now? 8?
She's now 8.
Oh,
Yeah, she's turning
8 or 9?
8.
Okay, that's old. That's a whole grown daughter. And she came here when she was what? You said 3?
She was 4 or 5.
Wow.
Somewhere there.
So you really were just thrown into Canada and
Yeah.
right into the experience. What season did you come in? You said winter?
Winter.
Yeah, imagine.
Winter
I guess
storm.
when we moved, I was only 10 and it was so cold. I just remember the snow was so tall.
We moved in the winter too, yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot of learning. Like all the different countries are so different. We came from England and people think because the Commonwealth is the same here that the laws are the same. And it's not. You have to have your own estate plan per province. You have to have your own estate plan per country. You're right. It doesn't follow from the Philippines. And you can't even really name people in the Philippines to help you, can you? That's the one thing that we stress with people is they need to be in the country. So it makes it a bit more complicated when you're an immigrant, when you're brand new here, and you need to build your community and protect
And
yourself.
if you would be comfortable sharing, what kind of thoughts went into your mind about who should you pick to look after you for the power of attorney if you're not able to? Like Amber just said, you can't necessarily choose somebody back home because they need to be here in order to do it for you. So what was your consideration like when you chose that trusted person?
Honestly, it's just someone that I talk to and like I think being level-headed with that person, like she knows what I want. She met my daughter. Obviously, I'm talking about Amber.
Okay, there it is.
She
The truth
is
out.
my power of attorney.
I'm her power of attorney because that's one thing we do is professionally we can be people's power of attorneys. And her daughter is cute, and I said, yeah, sure, we can open a trust fund if she needs one, and just give it to her as needed. So it's one of the things that people don't seem to realize. Like, if you don't necessarily want to put this burden on your family, you can have the conversation with your friends. And I guess at one point you did say, why do you keep talking about me dying? I was like, oh, I should probably take her for a drink
She
or something.
did. No filter, she did.
I was like, so it's a beautiful day. It's Tuesday. You're still alive.
Well, that's exactly how we hope people do it, that they don't just name somebody and then they have to decide everything what they think you'd want. You've given her direct instructions. If this happens, do this.
The best part is she kept sending me all these screenshots of accounts saying, is this what you're looking for? Is this what you're looking for? I'm like, I just need the statement. I just need the account number. Don't really care what's in there. Just let me know so I can go to the bank when I need to. Yeah, it's just a lot. And I guess your daughter, what plan did you think about for her? What?
I think I just want her to be set for life just because growing up, it's very hard for me, especially because I'm the eldest. And there is nothing that my mom ever planned out for me. Like, it's a question mark. Where do I go? What do I do?
Yeah.
What's my plan? What's my game plan? Like, you don't have that head start in life. Like,
Yeah.
unlike her, that she has all these. If ever something happens to me, I do have a trust fund. I have somebody I can trust, which is Amber. And like, please don't name her Ava.
Yeah, there's a while where she thought her name was Ava.
So
I was
my
like,
daughter
"Yeah,
has weird.
as a
requests.
cool auntie, I'll let her be called Ava for a while. But she changed it back though, didn't she?
She changed it back. She
Yeah.
changed it back to sugar.
Oh, she's sugar now. Okay, it's good to know. Because yeah, I did tell her she can eat as much sugar she wants.
Yeah.
Unlimited candy, as long as they're in the shape of a vegetable. Yeah, but it's interesting because I guess one thing that you and I talked about when we were going through the process is where she's gonna go, and I guess it's very important to send the kids somewhere that they're comfortable, to send them to people that aren't going to disrupt their life too much, but also make sure there's enough money so that they can continue with their day-to-day stuff. And yeah, I guess we're young, that's life insurance. That's what that's for. Because at the end of the day, money comes and goes, and that is a nice one lump sum. Yeah,
For her.
it's true. Yeah, she'll be thanking you.
Well,
Cool.
yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. We're grateful that you jumped on the opportunity to do your documents as quickly as you did.
And
And
that you trusted us to
Yeah.
help you through it, and keep trusting us to have this conversation ongoing.
Yeah.
And we will make you very proud. But we hope you don't die.
I hope so too.
so thank you so much for watching this episode. And thanks, Miriam, for being our guest today.
No worries. Anytime.
And you tell Sugar to come find cool auntie anytime.
Yeah. She'll be here.